Welcome to the journey of a man who redefined technology, business, and design, the iconic Steve Jobs. He wasn't just a visionary but a dreamer who saw beyond what existed, transforming industries and shaping the modern world. His path wasn't always easy, and his triumphs were often born from adversity. Today, we explore his incredible life, from a small garage in California to the helm of one of the world's most influential companies. Let's begin. Steve Jobs was born in San Francisco, California, on February 24, 1955. He was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, who nurtured his talents early on. His father worked as a machinist and later as a car salesman, and he taught Steve the value of craftsmanship. The young Jobs had an early fascination with electronics, and he spent hours tinkering with gadgets in his family's garage. In high school, Steve was introduced to Steve Wozniak, a brilliant young engineer who shared his passion for electronics. The two Steves would later become lifelong collaborators, a partnership that would forever change the tech world. Dropping out of college. In 1972, Steve Jobs enrolled at Reed College, an expensive liberal arts school in Oregon. But formal education didn't resonate with him. After just 6 months, he dropped out. Jobs wasn't interested in the conventional path of education. He was a seeker, curious about life's deeper meanings. Though he left the formal curriculum behind, he continued to attend classes that piqued his interest, including a calligraphy course that would later inspire the groundbreaking fonts on the Macintosh computer. The birth of Apple. In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak started Apple Computer in Jobs' parents' garage. They had a simple yet ambitious goal: to make computers accessible to everyday people. Their first Apple I creation wasn't flashy, but it worked. With its successor, the Apple II, the duo revolutionized personal computing. Apple II became the first commercially successful personal computer, launching the company into the spotlight. Jobs was not just a tech guy, he was a master of presentation and persuasion. His ability to combine vision with business acumen helped Apple grow rapidly. However, as the company expanded, it needed more professional leadership. In 1983, Jobs recruited John Sculley, a seasoned executive from PepsiCo, as Apple's CEO. What followed was a legendary clash of egos and visions. The fall of Jobs. In 1985, after a power struggle with Sculley, Jobs was ousted from Apple, the company he had built. This humiliation was public and personal, and Jobs found himself at a crossroads. But this was not the end. It was the beginning of his reinvention. Next and Pixar. After his ousting, Jobs founded a new company called Next. While Next computers were technically advanced, they didn't succeed commercially. Yet, the technology behind Next would eventually play a critical role in Apple's resurgence years later. During this time, Jobs also made a fateful acquisition. He bought a small animation studio called Pixar from filmmaker George Lucas. What followed was nothing short of revolutionary. Under Jobs' leadership, Pixar released Toy Story in 1995, the world's first fully computer-animated feature film. The film's success solidified Pixar's reputation and changed the animation industry forever. 2006, Jobs sold Pixar to Disney, becoming Disney's largest individual shareholder. Return to Apple. Apple, the company Jobs had once been forced to leave, struggled in the 1990s. The company needed a miracle to overcome financial losses and a decline in innovation. In 1997, Apple bought Next, which brought Jobs back into the fold. With his return came a wave of change that would catapult Apple into its most innovative era. Jobs' vision was clearer than ever: simplicity, beauty, and functionality. In 1998, Apple released the iMac, a colorful, all-in-one computer that reinvigorated the brand. But that was just the beginning. Jobs wasn't just thinking about computers. He wanted to revolutionize the way we live and interact with technology. The iRevolution. The 2000s marked the iRevolution. It began with the iPod in 2001, a sleek music player that transformed the way people listened to music. But Jobs was just warming up. In 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone, a product that would redefine the smartphone industry and forever change communication, entertainment, and how we interact with the world. The iPhone was followed by the iPad in 2010, and with it, Jobs extended Apple's reach even further. He had integrated software, hardware, and services into an ecosystem that millions of people around the globe relied on daily. Jobs as a leader. Jobs was known for his intense personality, demanding perfection from himself and others. He could be brutally honest, but his relentless pursuit of excellence led to breakthroughs that no one else could have envisioned. His attention to detail and ability to anticipate what consumers wanted before they even knew themselves were unparalleled. He wasn't just building products, he was crafting experiences. Every presentation and every new product launch was meticulously choreographed, turning him into a showperson as much as a CEO. His keynote speeches, with their iconic "one more thing" moments, became must-watch events in the tech world. The battle with cancer. Despite his incredible successes, Jobs' life was also marked by profound challenges. In 2004, he was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer. Although he initially responded well to treatment, the disease continued to progress. Jobs faced this battle with the same intensity he brought to his work. He remained at the helm of Apple for as long as he could, unveiling groundbreaking products like the iPhone 4 and the iPad while quietly fighting for his life. In 2011, he stepped down as Apple CEO, handing the reins to Tim Cook, his hand-picked successor. Jobs passed away on October 5, 2011, at the age of 56. The world mourned the loss of a visionary who had profoundly shaped modern technology. Steve Jobs' legacy lives on not just in the products he created but in how he transformed industries, from personal computing and animation to music and telecommunications. His focus on innovation, design, and user experience became the standard for tech companies worldwide. Apple, the company he co-founded, remains one of the most valuable and influential companies on the planet. But beyond the technology, Steve Jobs taught us a deeper lesson. His life was a testament to the power of resilience, vision, and willingness to take risks. He believed in dreaming big and was never afraid to fail because failure, as he often said, was part of the journey to success. Steve Jobs once famously said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." These words remind us that innovation requires curiosity and the courage to challenge the status quo. His life, filled with incredible triumphs and profound losses, inspires dreamers and creators everywhere. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the extraordinary life of Steve Jobs, a man who, in his relentless pursuit of excellence, changed the world forever.